Norway's face says it all. Warholm ends 30-year wait for Norway World Athletics Championships on the BBC venue. London Stadium. Dates 413 August. Coverage live across BBC 1 and 2, BBC Radio 5 Live, BBC Radio 5 Live Sports Extra, the BBC Sport website and app. Click for times. Norway's 21-year-old Karsten Warholm powered to world 400 meters hurdles gold to light up a sodden night at London Stadium. The former decathlete, in his first full season in the event, left American Olympic champion Karen Clement trailing in his wake as he led from the gun and crossed the line with wide-eyed shock written across his face. On a dramatic evening, Bahamian Shai Miller-Uibo fell apart in the final 10 strides to go from first to fourth and let American Phyllis Francis chase through late for 400 meters gold. 19-year-old Salwa Eid Nasser grabbing silver for Bahrain ahead of American multiple world and Olympic champion Allyson Felix. Botswana's Isaac Makwala had earlier battled through both a solo time trial and a semi-final just 2 hours later to make a 200 meters final that seemed impossible when he was excluded from Tuesday's heats on medical grounds. With Britain's Mo Farah safely qualifying for Saturday's 5,000 meters final, it was Warholm's blistering display that deservedly grabbed the headlines, his nation's first gold at the Worlds since Ingrid Christensen took the 10,000 meters title in Rome 30 years ago. The 2015 European Junior Decathlon silver medalist defied his tender years and the experience of the men around him as he judged his effort to perfection in the most brutal of events. As always, he went out hard, but even with Turkey's Yasmani Capello and Clement chasing him down, stayed strong in the home straight, finishing in 48.35 seconds with Capello taking silver and Clement bronze. "I truly don't believe it," said Warholm. "I've worked so hard for this, but I don't know what I have done. This is an amazing feeling. I'm world champion, that's crazy." Miller-Uibo seemed to have her own final in the bag as she maintained her lead over a fading Felix into the final 30 meters. The Bahamian then appeared to pull a muscle, her left foot catching on the track as all her momentum died. Francis came charging through to take advantage in a new personal best of 49.926, Nasser in her wake for an exceptional silver and Felix, so often the darling of these championships, forced to settle for third. Farah stays on course for double. Farah through to 5,000 meters final. Farah's 10,000 meters gold on the first night of these championships is Britain's only medal so far, but if there is added pressure on his slim shoulders in his last major track final, it did not show. In relentless heavy rain, Farah showed little sign of fatigue after his exertions at the end of last week, navigating his way through a slow heat that saw the 16-strong field bunched for much of the race. With only the first 5 across the line guaranteed to qualify, the 4-time Olympic champion stayed out of trouble at the front, working down the home straight to finish an easy second behind Ethiopia's Yomif Kejelcha in 13 minutes 30.18 seconds. "I'm cold, it's miserable out there, but it's job done," said Farah. "I had to get back into some kind of running again. It's been 5 days of chilling out and recovering. The 10K did take a lot out of me and I'm a little beaten up, but I'm okay. I'm glad I've qualified and will get ready for the final." Scott Andy Butchart 7th in the second heat in 1,324.78. Saw him join Farah as the fastest loser on another mixed night for British athletes. While Nathaniel Mitchell Blake's 20.19 seconds was enough to get him into Thursday's 200 meters final as the first fastest loser, neither Danny Talbot nor Zarnell Hughes could get through their respective semis, Talbot unable to back up the personal best he set in his heat. China's Gong Li Zhao wins women's shot put. South African 400 meters champion Wade van Niekerk was also relieved to wriggle through as a fastest loser, third place in the third semi behind Turkey's Ramil Juliev and American Amir Webb as Christophe Lemaitre of France went out in fourth. British Commonwealth silver medalist Nick Miller was an automatic qualifier for Friday's hammer final after throwing 75.52 meters, 2 centimeters beyond the required mark. Only Lorraine Nugan, of the 3 Britons in long jump qualifying, will be back to contest the medals in 2 days' time. Nugan's 6.63 meters in horrible conditions saw her behind only Russia's Daria Klishina and American Tiana Bartoletta. Britain's Shara Proctor was 1 place shy of making the final with 6.45 meters for 13th, and compatriot Jasmine Sayers back in 20th with a best of 6.34 meters. And Ganong Li Zhao of China took the shot put final from Hungary's Anita Martin and American Olympic champion Michelle Carter with her 19.94 meters in the penultimate round. Sign up to get athletics news sent to your phone.